Welcome back to Fearless Ferris Fire. So this is going to be part 9 of the ATV engine swap build. Just to show real quickly progress made from last video, because last video was made on the exhaust system being completed completely. It's all put together and it muffles. I've run the engine on it and it muffles really well, like I said in the last video. So progress I made since then is I put this household switch in because it can take the amperage that the battery's going to be putting out to turn the starter. So it's just hardwired right from the battery to the starter. Very rudimentary, but it works. And as you can see from last video, we got about a good 6 inches of snow. So, and then also on the oil fittings, the dreaded oil fittings that have been giving me a hard time this entire build, I've gotten mostly figured out. So I turned this one on the lathe. It is just threaded into here, and then has that piece of aluminum flat stock on the top that has been aluminum welded to it, that then the fittings on the oil cooler can then pop into and bolt down. For the other one, I had to get a little creative because I need to come out at an angle, number 1, and number 2, sorry, the rags. And number 2, they need to come out at an angle, and it broke off. And I couldn't just have a straight one coming out because there's not enough room for the hose. So I basically turned this one down on the lathe, added a smaller screw to thread into the broken off place, drilled all the way through for oil to pass through, add this bolt here just with a little gasket on there so it seals that hole, and I drilled it all the way through so I could see what I'm doing. And then I drilled in from this, and then I added chamfers on it with these two with the belt sander, and this one with the bandsaw, and then clean it up with the belt sander. And I turned down this fitting and put the same thread that was on this one just to make it easy, and then threaded it in there, and then aluminum welded. And there's a gasket. As you can see, there's a little bit gap in there, and that's because there's also a gasket in there. And then I put my fitting from the oil cooler and aluminum welded that plate on so it can bolt down. So got that all taken care of, hooked it back up to the quad, put the jump starter on it, and tried to run it, or tried to turn it over, and oil started dumping out again from there. So I was like, well, what is the problem this time? Right here at the bottom, because it sits on the quad like that, on the bottom here, somehow a plug out of the casting got knocked out. I have no idea how that happened, but we're going to make a new plug, and we're going to add that. And then I've been using just the Parametex right stuff every single time I put on the gasket, and then I have to wait, and I'm getting tired of being patient, so I'm just gonna cut out a cork gasket that I can then reuse. So I'm not, because I've been super wasteful. I've gone through an entire tube of that stuff, or almost an entire tube, because I've taken this thing. I can't even count my fingers and toes how much I pulled this thing off. So I have this all fitting. I have my COVID long hair, and we're going to get this done. So thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos, please give it a like. If you dislike this video, please give it a dislike. And if you like this series that I've been doing, comment below down in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. If you like these videos and you'd like to support me, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see when the next video comes out, hit the bell. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.